Hi YouTube. Why be mindful? Your world, your society, your experiences, your media, your people, your job, your friends, your family is shaping you. You are changing, not just biologically, in age, in growth, in appearance, but in who you are, what you do, how you think, how you feel. Some people are uncomfortable with change. Change is unstoppable. Change is inevitable. Time passes and things change. Inside, outside, personality, interests, desires, life, and everything in it is shaping you like clay. The question is, as you are being molded, would you like to have some say in what you're being molded into? Would you just like to allow passively this shaping to happen to you, idly as if you were a piece of clay, to just have experiences surrounding you and reacting unmindfully, going through life like a zombie, without a conscious awareness that we can impact things, just like all of our surroundings impact us and shape us in ways that we can't foresee, don't comprehend at the time, but we can see retrospectively. Wouldn't it be nice if we can see everything retrospectively while it happens? But we can't. The people around us, everything shapes us. You also, in your actions, your reactions, if you're being passive and blind and reactionary, who you associate with, what you do, how you live your life, also impacts, like ripples in a pond, your friends, your family, your workplace, your involvements, your society, your planet. And the day you wake up and realize you're a free agent, you don't have to just accept being molded, and that you take responsibility, that you are not a piece of clay. You're a living, breathing, thinking, participating human in this massive network of stuff, and what you do with yourself, what you think, how you feel, how you behave, what you do to the planet, what you do to others, impacts them just as they impact you. You have woken up, and you have power in that, because you can begin to realize, as all these outside influences shape you, how do you want to be shaped? And you can more readily and easily let go of the things that are toxic for you, that are not who you want to be, not who you want to be influenced by, not what you want to be influenced by. You suddenly have a filter, and you have a cause and a motivation to remove the things that are toxic. Remove the things that don't align in your life with who you want to be, the jobs that you are doing that aren't who you want to be, doing what you want to be doing, or with whom you want to be doing it. Because sometimes there's other assets than the title of the job. You're able to filter where you get your inspiration, what your inspiration is, what your activities are, why you do what you do. Because you recognize that those are hands on your clay. And if you don't want those hands on your clay, get rid of them. And it becomes much easier to direct your life. And conversely, when you realize and you recognize that time is going to pass, change is going to happen, whether you float along with it or not, you begin to realize how important it is to know where your destination might be. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to hit it. You can't bank on results. But if you don't have any idea where you want to be, and you don't aim for it when you're 40, when you're 50, when you're 60, you might not like where you find yourself, but you can't blame anyone for that if you didn't consciously try to at least get to where you want to go. Because no one is entitled to anything in life. And the sad and unfortunate truth is that even if you do your best, even if you are a good person, you're not guaranteed to see the future pan out for you the way that you intend it to be, the way that you hope it to be. Because no one's entitled to anything, and life happens. But you're much more likely to have that good end if you are trying to set yourself up in a conscious way to reach that end. If you're blindly walking through the woods, you're putting your trust in everything around you to magically get you where you want to be, and hoping they get you out of the woods. You're putting all your life in the hands of perfect strangers by not filtering, by not choosing, by not being conscious, and at least attempting to make your own decisions, and attempting to pick a direction, and attempting to go that direction. It's all out of your hands, and you're going in a direction whether you like it or not. It's happening. And back to conversely, because I kind of skipped over that. So it makes you far more inclined to act in life than be passive when you realize this, and accept it. And when you realize all these influences and all these hands are upon you, and you have empathy and awareness that all the things that impact you impact others in a rippling effect. Everything you do connects with the people you connect with, your family, and then the people they connect with, your workplace, and then the people they connect with, what your workplace is about, and the people they influence and what they do, the way you live your life and how it impacts the environment. Everything goes outward too. You make an active impact. That's why you become mindful. That's why you live mindfully. That's why you live consciously. It is self-preservation and the ultimate act of altruism to live consciously. Because you realize life is happening, time is passing, change is inevitable, and someday we'll all be old, maybe we won't make it to old, and someday we'll all be gone. And in between we get this one thing, this one chance to live. And you can do it how you want it to be. And aim where you want it to wind up. Far more effectively. Can't control everything, but far more effectively and far more likely and far more enjoyable along the way. If you are active and aware and participatory rather than reactionary and passive and just going through the motions without thinking. And for others, just as all of this impacts you, when you are conscious of how your actions, your reactions, your moods, your perceptions, your participations, your endeavors, your activities, your lifestyle, your life also impacts everything else around you and shapes it in a way, again, retrospectively you can see, you can't see it at the time. But when you know that it is true, you become far more careful with what you choose to do with yourself, how you choose to do it, how you choose to be with other people, because you know you are shaping them too. That's why be mindful. Mindfulness is the ultimate key to experiencing your life, to directing your life, and to choosing how your life is going to impact the lives that you touch and the lives that they touch and the larger system, the ecosystem, and everything. What will your footprint be? And where are you going? And get in the game. Mindfulness is waking up. You see it on the internet, you know, waking up. It sounds all mystical and deep. And it can feel like a mystical experience, but it's really not that deep. It's not that hard. It's the moment when you realize, like a small child, like a toddler, realizing that they're doing a thing, like when a baby looks at themselves in the mirror and suddenly recognize that that person is them, that they have agency. And then later develop the capacity to realize that their actions create responses, create things. And they can pick different actions that create different things. And then develop empathy and realize that when they poke their sister, it hurts, and it hurts to hurt other people, and so they behave differently. When we grow up and we do life's obligations and we endure traumatic and difficult things, and life happens, duties happen, we lose touch with something that we learned when we were quite small. The fact that we exist. We exist and we can choose things. And those choices create actions. Different choices create different responses, different things in our life. And that's coming from us. And then further, that the things that we do and the way that we are impacts others. Impacts our surroundings. And the people that surround us impact us. That's all it is, to become mindful, present, and wake up. And it's great to have the magic back of that feeling, that knowledge, that truth that you learned when you were little, that is inherent to human existence. Agency, the capacity to create, and the awareness of your impact on others. So that's why I promote mindfulness, and that's what it allows you to do. I highly suggest it. Love you guys. Have a good day. Bye, YouTube.